Good afternoon, everybody. Seems like we're missing something. Here we go. Yay, there we are. Hey, welcome. Good afternoon. Hey, Naughty Gnome. I love the name. And Grasshopper Glass, welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good week. Happy Wednesday. Today I am actually starting the process over. So for the past few weeks we've been doing a lot of glazing, and I probably still do a bit more, but I'm kind of wanting to do something else. So I was throwing some stuff yesterday, and I'm going to be putting things together today. So like this is a 10-ounce mug, and I'll be putting a handle on it, and we'll be putting a custom medallion on it. And I've got about 75-ish things that I'm going to be assembling today. Viking, good afternoon, and Cobalt Reefer, hello. So this is one of our smaller mugs, and then also today we're going to be doing a kiln opening, because I just opened my kiln up, and it's at it was around 400 degrees, so I'm going to let it cool down a bit, because I don't want to have to dig around in there at 400 degrees if I don't have to. But I'm going to be putting everything together, all the pieces and parts. They go together with slip, which is just the watered down clay. So this is what I've got here. It's just goop. It's not like slip that you would like. It's not slip casting slip because it's goopy. It's just watered down clay that works essentially like glue to assemble pieces and parts to go together. So I've got my handles made up, and so I'm just put a little bit of the slip on there. Now I've only got a couple of these smaller ones. Most of them are going to be the bigger mugs, so I'm gonna put the handle on there and then like cut a bit of it off because it doesn't need to be that long. And then got our most important step here, and we got to hold on because Kiba needs to approve of it. Come on. Oh, for once you're not coming up here. Okay, fine. You don't get to approve of it. This is our paw print stamp, and we do call this the cat stamp of approval that goes on the bottom of every mug. This is, you know, most important part. Center yourself, Kiba. Center yourself. Hey, Ellen, you love the mugs. Thank you. And Grasshopper, there you are. There you are in purple. Got us everywhere today. So that's like all there is to putting a handle on something. We have a mug with a handle. I'm gonna let that dry, but I need to put the medallion on here too. So let's do that, and I do that the same way. We just slather a bit of slip on there. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then this is a custom graphic here. Don't you want a close-up of cat fluff wherever we go? Hey, buddy. Get a sit right there on the end. Why don't you come over here? Why don't you come sit in the middle? He's mad that Minnie's in his spot. You see the gray fluff over there? That's Minnie. Let me finish this. I just didn't want him to cause a catapult. There he goes. So I've got my medallion on here, and I'm just smoothing it down now. The medallions are just very, very thin pieces of clay that we've pressed our stamps into. And so that's this one. It's for a local school. Jaffafa. Hey, good afternoon. I'm gonna try to like assemble the pieces that are the driest first, because have had my cart covered up, trying to keep things from drying out, but it's you know, it's just loosely covered, and some pieces around the edges are going to dry out faster than the center pieces. So here are some of my medallions. So you can see how thick they are. They're pretty thin. What, maybe that I don't even know that that's 1/8 of an inch. Hi. Come on. Come on. There you go. Yeah, good boy. Let me move my things out of his way because I gotta be considerate. You gonna lay down? Just as long as you don't do that near the mugs. We've had several like crocheting mugs ordered. Bring my handles over here. The handles are made with an extruder, so we have a extruder with a die in it that we force the clay through so it spits out this shape, and then we cut it into 7-inch lengths. And we actually do have an extruder now. We've been using our pug mill as an extruder, which works just fine. But we had, my extruder broke in 19, and so I started using my pug mill. But we put in an order for one in 2021 and paid for one. And they have been so backlogged that we just got it on Tuesday. So I'm really glad I've had another way to do these. He's like, get out of my spot. He does that. He wants to lay in the back. That is his spot. Whoa! Guys, guys. I saw that. Oh no, was the mug blocking it all? Was the mug blocking it all? No. You didn't have to do that. He just hauled off and bit her foot. Minnie. Hey, honey. Come on. Come on. You saw enough of it. Oops. You saw it. And that's probably how Kiba ends up with like scratches on his nose. And that's why she sits on your treats, Kiba. She was asleep too. He did. She was trying to cuddle and he just hauled off and bit her. They're so staticky, it's dry. They're like crackly. Kiba, you're a turd. Your two black cats throw paws on a daily basis. Yeah, you don't know why, other than that they just like passed each other in a room. Oh yes, our cats at home will do that just because they see one another. It's time to fight. But they're playful. Two of them, we have two cats that are siblings, and then we have another kitten that we got at the same time. Actually got the kitten first, and then the two siblings came. So they are all like treat each other like siblings, which means they have a knockdown, drag out fight, and then we'll cuddle up next to each other and sleep. So. Got those. Got one that needs to be left-handed. I need to pay attention to that. There we go. Left-handed. So a left-handed mug is one where I just thought that that other one needed to be left-handed too. Crap. Okay, let's see if I can. I just need to make another medallion. Left-handed means if you're holding it in your right hand, the medallion is looking at you, or if you're holding it in your left hand, it's facing out, because most of the mugs I make are considered to be right-handed mugs, because if you hold it in your right hand, the medallion is facing everyone else. And so left-handed mugs, or if you hold it in your left hand, the medallion is facing out, so everybody else can see it. This is why I always check my lists before I do things, and I didn't. Nope, it ripped in two. Oh well. Let's make another one. Smooth all that down, and I will go ahead and do another 10-ounce mug that we need. This one says Lallybrock Wool Company. This is one of the Outlander themed mugs. It's hard to believe Outlander's been going on for, the TV series has been going on for like 10 years now, or at least it was 2014 when they started casting it. I think it premiered in 2015. But man, it's been a while. But this is the Lallybrock Wool Company. Okay, I'm gonna go say that I need another one of those. Be right back. I am glad to see that Kiba didn't try to walk through everything and everything's not on the ground. That's always good. Like the scuffle that y'all saw, like that used to be what would happen if Minnie got anywhere near him and tried to lay near him. That's what used to happen. So they've come a really long way. Now they actually do cuddle. Like he never got so aggressive that he would like go after her, but he just didn't want anything to do with her. Which is as much acceptance as we could get out of him. All right. Yours will not cuddle. But they can sit side by side staring out the window. They'll sleep if they gotta be 2 feet apart from each other, yeah. We mostly have strays that come up and then we take care of, and like the pair of siblings I have, like that's the only cats I've ever seen cuddle are siblings. Or like if you have like 2 cats kittens you get at the same time, so they grow up together. That's the only cats I've seen cuddle. Everybody else is like you say, they have to be, they might sleep on the same couch, but separate from each other. Chicken leg. Oh, that one's already got one on it. So grasshopper, yeah, it's just the watered down clay. Yeah, it's just the dregs of my throwing bucket. So yeah, it's just goopy slop. And so when I'm done with all that, I'll just dump the remainder out on a plaster slab, or even just dump it back into the reclaim bucket and let it dry out. Morosaurus art. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I've got about 75 or so things to assemble today, and then we're going to open a kiln and see how everything turned out. I'm excited because there's a huge piece in there. There's if you remember me throwing the big huge 10-pound yarn bowls, we've got one of those in there, so it takes up quite a bit of room. And I have gotten a sneak peek of it because I did open the kiln and look at it already. But we've been getting everything glazed and ready for a show that is next weekend. So actually, next Wednesday we will be packing up. We've been getting like things into boxes and packaging things and sorting and making sure everything looks good, and then we'll be actually like loading the van next Wednesday because we'll drive down on Thursday, up on Thursday. So how many shows do we do each year? We don't do as many as we used to. I think 6 or 7 this year is what we do, because we also have a retail store down in Nashville. And then we do the online sales and in wholesale. So the show that we're doing next week is up in Lexington, Kentucky, so it's not all that far away. Get that one done. So let's see, we've done one already. We did one in New Orleans. And then this one we're doing, Kentucky Crafted, is in Lexington. So the one in January was a fan expo. So it was a fandom con. And Kentucky Crafted is fine arts and crafts, and it's also a wholesale show. So the first day is going to be wholesale, but we'll have samples out for people to order. And then the next 2 days, which are Saturday and Sunday, are going to be retail, open to the public. So it's a little bit of both. So that's Kentucky Crafted. In May, we have two. We have Maryland Sheep and Wool, which is a fiber festival, and then we have the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber up in Lexington again as well. And then June is Origins, which is a gaming convention. August is Gen Con, which is the biggest show of the year. That one is the big one. That's in August. Just this will be our second year to do Dragon Con. I'm already at 7. Dragon Con is at in September in Atlanta, which we just got into last year, so that one was not always on the radar. And then we've got a lot. We've got that one, and then St. James, which is another fine art show up in Louisville, and then the New York Sheep and Wool up in Rhinebeck, New York. That's 10. Wow. I didn't think we did that many. And then maybe TwitchCon if we decide to do that. Oh, you've been to Origins like 6 years ago, pre-kids. It was super fun. Yeah. So I guess this will be our 3rd year at Origins. Yeah, the so Origins is like, as far as gaming cons, we've done like Gen Con and Origins. We went to Gen Con as just for fun for several years before we got into the show, but we had not done Origins before we just went there as a vendor. But it is like, it's a very much more laid back version of Gen Con. Like, you might not see, you're not going to see every game you ever want to see there, but like it's just a lot of fun. And they have probably the best like game library of any con I've been to. What am I putting on here? Let's do. Yeah, some of the shows we wouldn't do if they weren't closer to us, like the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber, and then St. James. So St. James is a good show. It is nationally recognized. It's one of the, I mean, it's been around for, what, 60 years now? But it's one of the, like, the 2 fine art shows we do. We've had better luck at the different types of fandom conventions, and with that I include the knitting. Like, that's what these mugs are going to go to. I'm just making some stock for the next show that's in May, because it's a really big one. The Maryland Sheep and Wool. Yeah, Morosaurus, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day. Peace, love, and yarn. Oh, thank you for the cheers. So this is one of the more popular pieces that I sell when I go to the fiber conventions. It says, "I knit so I don't kill people." It may seem kind of violent, but it actually just means that, you know, by knitting they're doing a public service. That one had a little air bubble in the bottom. That's better. Sometimes people ask me like when I take the pieces off of the tiles, and this is when. You may have heard one rattle. And for the most part, they just like pop right off. Arm, yes, I've got a handle on life. And I even know how to make them. Can you handle the puns today? For once, knock on wood, I am a little bit ahead for my show. So I started making some more pieces, and I'm working on just setting these aside for my next show, so I don't have to do everything when I come back. Because I'm going to this show specifically to take orders, and I'd like to be able to get some of those orders done too before the next show. Now this one is not coming off. So where is my wire cutter? Cut it off again. Here we go. Thought about spelling it handle like the music composer to make it even extra punny. What's my next one? Squares. This is my other best-selling mug. So I'm making like 10 of each of these. So that I knit so I don't kill people, and then I love a good fingering yarn. I mean, isn't that how you read it? Trying to see which one of these are the driest. Handles are kind of sticking together. Okay, I knew I felt my fingernail take a bit of it out, but it wasn't part of the pattern. Good. Fingernails can be dangerous things in pottery. I don't know if other hobbies have that problem, but so we've made our new plant pots that we're going to debut at the Kentucky Crafted Market, and Daniel had an idea for one that I don't know if we can get it done in time, but we're going to make some in the future. But plant pots that have Brondo on them. I think that's a well-known enough reference, because it's what plants crave. You gotta do the hand gesture too. Fingernails can gouge. Soaps and candles too. Oh yes. And you probably can't fix. Well, I wonder if can you fix it pretty easy? Can you just melt it a bit? But at least with candles, you can heat the affected area up to fill it in. Yeah, I could read and answer my own question. Let's see, here we go. Oh, oops. I'm gonna rip everything off. Be right back, guys. All right, we are back. Diomedes, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, hey. Sorry I was away. Let's protect the Kiba and Minnie. Well, we just have a Kiba right now because Kiba is a turd and he ran Minnie off. You're coming for our cats. Hey, Colleen. Well, if you're coming for the cats, just be prepared. Make sure you've got plenty of treats. I'm grabbing some more mugs here to put together. Yeah, welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm putting together mugs because I'm kind of starting the process over. For once, I will say, and knocking on wood, that I'm a little bit ahead. So we have the majority of things that we need for our next show done. We've just been kind of cleaning them up and packing them up. So I made some mugs and I'm just kind of getting ready for my next event, which is going to be one of the fiber festivals. So I've got some of my yarny things here, making some of my best sellers. So we've got our mugs, we've got our handles. I attach things with watered down clay, which I call slip or clay goo, whatever you want to call it, goop. And then most important part of any piece is the paw print stamp of approval, whether Kiba approves or not. What is an AeroPress? What is that? Oh no, in the captions. They never get anything right. It's like a French press. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see what the measurements are. The mugs end up, the rims of the mugs end up being around 4 inches wide. But they taper inward, you know, so I don't know if it needs to sit on top of it or if it, how wide the base is. Arathu? Ooh, I need to get one of those. It's you can treat the cats with a drug nana. It's like a stuffed animal, but a banana and hollow, and you fill it with catnip, and the cats go crazy. Yeah, what's the diameter on the press? Is that a brand? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, what are the dimensions on these things? Because it looks like it has a little lip on it. It hurt your nerdy eyes. Yeah, I was seeing if it had dimensions on it anywhere. That is the Warrior keyboard, yes. It works. It still works. But, like I said, this is going to be around 4 inches. The 10-ounce mug, I would say, is closer to 3 inches wide, maybe 3.5. But as far as, like, the width of the opening, so just depends on how wide that lip is on the bottom of it. So these guys will dry out over the next couple of days. And then maybe go into a kiln this weekend. I'm going to open up, well, I've already opened up, physically opened up the kiln today. It's just cooling down. It's at around 400 degrees. So I'm letting it cool down before I go digging around in it. But we are going to have, there's actually a really big piece in there. It's one of the Big Bertha yarn bowls. One of the 10-pound yarn bowls. And so I'm excited to get a good look at it. So, Army, you've been following for 7 years. You've been following almost since the beginning, because we've been here just a little over 8 years now. Have a total of around like 75 mugs to put together. The handles here are made with an extruder, which is why they look nice and uniform. We have a die that we push the clay through, so it's the same shape, then we just cut it to size. And I actually have an extruder. We got our new extruder in on Tuesday. We ordered it in 2021, and the manufacturer, like I'd been using my pug mill as an extruder, and it worked okay, but I wanted my extruder because it does more than just extrude handles. And I don't think you're really technically supposed to use the pug mill as an extruder, so I didn't want to like kill that. But they ended up having losing one of the manufacturers to one of their like gear parts that's in the extruder, or one of the parts, so they had to so they weren't able to physically make them until this year. I am a legend now. Am I? Hope it's in a good way. Here we go. This one says, "Keep calm and carry yarn." See, this one's got a little hole in the bottom. Just kind of smooth that over, and then smooth it down on the inside. Here we go. So how long have I been doing this? I have been making pots for 20 years now. But that's I took my very first class in 2003, so I can't say I've been making good pots that entire time, but that's how long I've had my hands in clay. But I've been full-time at this for 12 years now. 12 years this month. You're from Alaska. Ooh. I have a cousin up in Anchorage. I was sitting here thinking, like, where are they? Oh, really? Well, I imagine there's probably very few actual populated areas in Alaska, which is what sometimes draws people to the area. You were born in Nome, which is up north. Whoa. So where is the Alaska State Fair held? Because we have friends who go up there every year, or who are vendors for that. Because they sell cold weather gear. Go figure. Going up there, and and so they're up there for like a month, and they love it. Palmer, it's like a half hour from Anchorage. Gotcha. Okay. Naughty gnome, hello. Check on progress. How many have I done? I don't know. Close to 30. So we're getting close to being halfway done, I guess. Sometimes knit just happens. Any more? We got one more of these. We actually have 40. We've put together 40 of these. Oh, Colleen, you have friends in Fairbanks, which is practically in the middle of the state. You were up there in February a few years back. -59 is crazy weather. I can't even imagine that kind of cold. All right, and this one is another of the fiber one. It says, "Shush, I'm counting stitches." Hey, crazy cat lady, you need that one. I need to make a new crazy cat lady mug because the one I have right now is just the words, the text. I need to make one with some type of graphic. Oh yeah, I could do some show and tell. We have had some new mugs out because I don't think we've packed them all away yet. Speaking of cat mugs, all of our cat mugs have come out of the kiln. When you're counting and somebody tries to talk to you, you just count louder, yeah, to drown them out. Wish you could do that while reading. Wish you could read louder. Like when you're reading and someone comes up and talks to you, it's like, because I'm guilty of doing it too, seeing somebody reading a book that I like. I'm like, oh, I love that book. Sorry to interrupt you, but I want to talk about it. Is there a place to see what the glazes look like? If you go to whatever listing you're looking at, like when you pick a color, it'll pop up an example. But there is a glaze chart. I think it's gotten lost on the website. I think the menu tab where it was has hiding or been deleted or something, so I can give you a link to that in a second. Yes, and I've taken down my glaze chart that I had here because I'm cleaning it up and adding a few more to it, making it sturdier. Because what the first one I made like the night before the show, and it was held together by hot glue and fishing line. And so I'm making it a bit sturdier just so it won't fall apart again. If the keyboard hurts your eyes, look away. There we go. You want to get a mug, but you don't know what colors you want because you like so many of them, yes. We give you plenty of options. Alright, we'll grab a couple more mugs here, and then I'm gonna need to go pick up some more of the medallions. So I'll be right back, and I'll also bring some of the new cat mugs to show you. Naughty, of course your favorite's called Unicorn Farts, yeah. Which, this is also what it looks like on a mug. Or what it can look like on a mug. Alright, so I've got a few different mugs. So these are all brand new designs. And so you may have seen me glazing this one. This one is also Unicorn Farts, that just didn't run as much. But this one says, women and cats will do as they please. It's a quote by an author, and like the rest of it is like, and men and dogs just have to deal with it. So there's that one. This one is Sweet Pea. And it says, if man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve man, but it would deteriorate the cat. And that is a quote by Mark Twain. Crazy Cat Lady? Yeah, like, send me an email if you want that. And, do you have, like, a special font or logo? I'll have to look. But yeah, we can make that outline any shape. Doesn't even have to be that specific cat. Oh, there's that one. And then, oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, I'll have to go get another one. But there's the same one in like purple and black. But I've got another one too. This one is Dolly Parton mug. That I could not believe that I did not think of this myself. You don't have a font per se, but this is our cup of ambition. From, it's like the first opening line of 9 to 5, and somebody asked for one of these, and I'm like, I cannot believe I never thought of that before. But so now we have this. I made I've got a pink one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And on the blue and the yellow, I thought to make ambition pink. But the pink one is like all black text. But so that's a new one. And that one, if nothing else, we're just going to have it at the shop. I don't know if I'll take it to the Kentucky show, but I might. I don't know. It's fun. And then We've been doing like the Tennessee rainbow. That's the Tennessee flag. We made it into a rainbow for our shop, but I thought to do one in the shape of Kentucky. So we made a rainbow mug, kind of like we had our art. But this one turned out really nice, and I've even got, like, I did this one, and then I've got a brighter green that I'm gonna use on a couple others to see what they look like. But this one, you know, even with the darker green, it looks good. I'm happy with it, and I'm hoping, I think I've got a couple wholesale customers that might like this, but if nothing else, I'm pretty sure they'll sell on the retail day. But I've got another cat one, I just got to get the right one. That's some of our new things that you may have seen in one part of the process or another, but now it's done. And the cats themselves, like the cat medallions, I kind of want them, I want to make them bigger. So I may redo them just a little bit bigger. We have a sheep. Your font is Fruits Delight. So I've got a couple of small ones. That's what I need to do this one on the correct side this time. Because it needs to be a left-handed mug. So it needs to be on the back side. And this one is a 10-ounce prancing pony. This one does not come in pints. This one's had some stuff fall in it. So Sandora, I don't know how I missed your comment, but I see it highlighted over here on Twitch. You say, can I give you a tour of my setup and workplace? You're not asking like of the streaming stuff. You're saying like everything here. It is like it's not like impressive. It's dirty tables and stuff. I'm almost a little bit like shy of like showing everything else. Not that this little corner of the studio is always like pristine, but ever pristine, but we especially now we have stuff everywhere. Hey Manny, you gonna give him another chance? Mm-hmm. Nope, you just passing through? Okay. Do y'all hear music anymore? Hmm. It says it's playing. Maybe it's just low and I can't hear it. You hear it? Okay. This is still one of my favorite Yarny puns. It's the pirate yarn. And you've got to say it like that whenever you see it. No, nothing else is acceptable. Oops, I'm hung on something. There we go. My apron strings got stuck on the cart. So we're on to our last 13, I think, of these. So almost done. I think I'll have to get a few more medallions. And then we get to open up the kiln, or at least start getting stuff out of the kiln, because it is open. It's just cooling down. Oh, is that dry? Oh no, well, okay, it's soft enough. Yep, nope, it's cracked. It cracked. Into the reclaim we go. So this is how soft they are. So we've had one claytality. Here we go. And this one, I like big balls, and I cannot lie, of yarn. Mini. Minnie wants to come up here, but her and Kiba got into a fight earlier. And it was soundly Kiba's fault, because she was asleep, and he came over here and sat on her and then bit her foot. So I don't know if anything else happened this morning to make him, angsty, but... Do you need the box or? Yeah. Okay. You can go ahead and fill it up. More mugs. Hey, Blacksmith Dan. Good afternoon. Say it's been a while. Yeah, welcome back. So these last ones are a little bit soft still, so I gotta be careful with them. What's up, buddy? You coming up here? Come on. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? You licking them? Why are you licking the clay? Why are you purring and licking the clay? Wait. His rough little tongue just wiped it away. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, there you go. Lick that one. You've already ruined it. He's like, I don't want it anymore now. This one says, "A creative mess is better than tidy idleness." That should be my motto. Hey, did he pop the board up? I wondered if you were going to remember to breathe, buddy. Mm-hmm. Hmm. He's like, "Why are you petting that instead of me?" He's gotten into some iron oxide at some point. He's got a little like brown on his face. I actually need to get my other set of medallions over here. Here we go. I knit past my bedtime. That one actually inspired the I game past my bedtime. Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, that's the one that got messed up. That's right. That's it is. So I do have 5 of these left. I don't think nuzzling the mug is going to have the effect you're looking for, buddy. He will go to town. He is a groomer. If you let him, he will just sit there and lick you to death. Ooh, get that tongue. Get that tongue. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. He's purring. He's just sitting here and purring because he knows he's in the way. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. Wait, there we go. Plop. There we go. You can see where he got into some of the iron oxide on his forehead. Y'all didn't want to see what I was doing, did you? Trying to see which way I'm going here, yeah. It says I'm the star of the stream. Always, always. I've never argued that point. Never, ever. Here, I just needed one more medallion. This one says yarn is cheaper than therapy, and of all the medallions that I make, all the yarny ones specifically, like this is the one that I get argued with the most. The yarn is cheaper than therapy. Not the curse word, not any of the more like offensive ones. It's this one. You're about to roll off, buddy. You need to be careful. And see this in this day and age, yarn is not cheaper. I have seen some expensive yarns. I have assisted at the Kiva booth. Those ears, though. Well, I've gotten my mugs put together. So how about a kiln opening? See if Kiba will stay here. Or I may actually just move the board and put him back on the wheel. Look at that face. There are lots of purrs. Lots of purrs here. Iridic and wife, hello! I need to move my camera. And so I'm also going to move the cat. Come on. Come on. There you go. See? Isn't that better? There we go. Cat butt. You can hear him. Yeah, he's got a motor. Here we go. So I'm gonna put the Be Right Back screen up, and I'm gonna go change my camera so we can do a kiln opening. So I will be right back. Maybe Kiba will stay here. All right, Kiba's still here. And ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's actually not even like too badly centered. Now that is a large bowl, isn't it? That's one of the big Berthas. And as you can see, it is the portal colors, the blue and orange. Now, a lot of what's in here is going to be like little stuff. We've got like the small dishes, the spoon rests, and some of the garlic graters, but we do have, and tankards, and then some more of the yarn bowls. So, let's go see. It's at 150 degrees now, so it's warm. I probably won't need gloves for the top layer, but maybe as I get lower down, I'll need them. So I'll have them handy. So, let's go take a look at it. Yeah, so, and it has a phrase. It says, I love a good fingering yarn. But the orange is a little bit splotchy, but the important part, the blue, in my opinion, is like perfect. Yep. That's nice. And then we've got some tankards here that'll go with to the show with us. May the force be with you. This is one of the Kentucky themed ones. And then y'all need Jesus. Oh, I forgot about this one. So this is the new one. What do you think? So I haven't made like a new Harry Potter mug in a long time, but I thought like when someone custom ordered this one, I thought it was like a good addition. You're just as sane as I am. And then this is a travel mug. So this is what some of the travel mugs look like. An iocane powder travel mug in the black over green, the poisoned apple. And a couple spoon rests, blue and white. The Sedona. Pink lemonade, and then unicorn, another Sedona, and then this is one of the little spice dishes, just a little small anything bowl. And this little guy is the base little plate for the smallest of the plant pots. And then this one, I can stack this one too. This is one of the garlic graters. You can see that one pretty good with the texture in the middle. This is one of the wall pockets. And then the Ikebana. And then one of the Kentucky soap dishes. Right, no, Kiba is always offended that we are not paying attention to him. Always. Let's go see the next layer. There's 4 total layers in here. No, I need gloves for that. I need gloves for that. So, like, even though the air temperature is only 150 degrees and then the top pieces have cooled down, like, the further we get, the warmer it's going to get, and the furniture and the pots are always going to be a little bit warmer than just the air temperature, because that's what clay does. It retains heat. Get the furniture out of there. Another portal, Ikebana. I've made more of the Ikebana flower pots this time than I have in a while. Yeah, all the sweet pea things came out really nice. Actually, so far, everything's come out really nice. So there's the Sedona, so the red, blue, and green. And then this one, the blue dripped a lot, but you can still see the orange on the outside and on the inside. Got some more of the travel mugs. We got a Bless Your Heart, and this one is As You Wish, Princess Bride. And then this one is an order. This one is the 32 ounce. So it's one of the Yarn Chooses the Knitter mugs. The other tankards are just stock for the show. And then we've got a couple of the travel mugs without handles. I call these just the travel tumblers. They will still get a lid, and they will get a silicone band to as a heat barrier. And then this is one of the oil bottles in Sedona. I did not do as much red this time because like almost every other color has gotten its own kiln load, but I just don't have a lot of red right now. I didn't go gung-ho on it. And there's another of the wall pockets. Spoon Rests, Sweet Pea, Starry, the Stormy Skies, the Tropical Fruit, look at that pink, and then another Sweet Pea. And the Kentucky dishes, these can be used as spoon rests, but we have Kentucky shaped soaps that we sell with them. All right, next layer. Ooh, yarn bowls. Oh yeah, bread baker. See, I always forget a little bit of what's in here. How warm are these? I could pick them up, but I couldn't carry them for long. That's good. I was worried that these might be too much because I accidentally put like 3 layers of sea spray on there, but it's a much like lighter blue. Sweet Pea. Both of them look good. We have a Sunrise. This one is the Fire Opal. And then we have a bread baker. And this one is another thing that I make with an extruder, just like the handles. We have a die for the sides that we make a big strip and then add the bottom. Spoon rest. There's another spoon rest. I love that. That came out so nice, the blue and yellow. I don't know if you can see it that well in there, but like the blue and yellow came out so nice. And then the green one. There's only so much I can grab with one hand with my fuzzy gloves. Ooh. This one, both sides. So this one dripped. I can visibly see that it dripped, but so I'm gonna see if I can pop it off, but there's a very large chance this one is gonna break. So we may be down one butter keeper. That is the risk of firing it together, but I mean, I'd rather fire it together and risk it like sticking than fire them separately and have them warp and know that they're not going to fit anyway. Oh, pretty. Pretty. Sedona is what we call that color. And then this one is one of the newer ones. It says, "Y'all ain't right." Perfectly pairs with the mug that says, "Y'all need Jesus." So we got one more layer left. Let me come back over here and check chat. Kiba, you're still there. You're still there. Yeah, so the shelves are like a pizza stone. Exactly. Like there are some like kiln shelf companies who just sell the small kiln shelves as pizza stones. Yeah, just repackage them. Yeah. So exactly that. Lost Viking, you know, I need to go get yours is done. It's just it was in a different kiln load than this. I need to show it to you. Ooh, buddy. Need to get to brewing ale so you can put the tankards to good use. Ooh. And the wall pockets, yeah, like flowers. That's what they're used for, flowers. Look at our Instagram page, because when I first did my first few samples, my first few experimental pieces, I posted pictures of them. Kiba, yeah, Kiba's just waiting for the arrival of pets, yes. He's like, this is the petting spot. I sit here, pets come to me. All right, let's get the rest of the stuff out of this kiln. One more layer. You can tell where I go. He just follows me. Travel mugs. and more of our yarn bowls. So this is another of the wall pockets. So you can hang it on the wall, put whatever you want to in it. And then I've made some of these, like my these are my glaze chip examples that I had on the wall, and I made some of the glazes I've never made examples of. So this is the pink lemonade, and then the like I don't think we even had yellow up there at all. I've got plain yellow, and then this one is the blue banana. Whew. And then the portal. So they all came out good. Got a very bright soup bowl down here. So the pink and orange, the tropical fruit, that is just happy. You have to be happy eating your cereal out of that in the morning or at night, whenever you eat your cereal. I've got a few of the. This is a Game of Thrones. This is part of a set. It is My Sun and Stars, and then Moon of My Life. We usually package them together as a gift set. So I'm redoing my glaze example wall frames. So we will have a total of, I think we have a total of 38 colors, and I know I can fit 36. So I'm going to have to cut something. This is the Misty Forest yarn bowl, the light green over the dark green. And the Starry Night, the blue over black. That's got like a spot missing, so I'll have to like refire that one. Starry Night. Like, I committed a bit more to the orange and pink this time. I made a lot of the cotton candy things. And so there's another Misty Forest. Move this. We've got travel mugs. So we have the Starry Night and then the portal. Ooh, look at that drip. That's fun. And then there is the blue banana, which also looks good, nice and drippy. We've got a tankard that says, "Not all those who wander are lost." And another one, tankard this time, that says, "Y'all ain't right." We have a Misty Forest and a cotton candy travel mug. Didn't I say that I didn't like putting short things on the bottom of the kiln? But I did it anyway. So here is some more of our air plant pots or egg separators, whichever you want to use it for. But I made our little our heart eye emoji in bright colors. So pink and orange and pink and yellow. I am going to say that one of these two is going to be the first one to sell. The brighter colors are really fun. Oof. So there's the spoon rest and the Kentucky dish. Fuzzy gloves makes this really hard. Alright, so that one's good. That one I don't think is dripped. But we'll go pry them open and see, okay? Let's do this. Let's go pry these open. I fire them together so that they are... Oh, Kiba left. The yellow and blue makes you think of the beach, yeah. So I glaze these. You know, I don't glaze the areas that are touching here. But this one's thing. But you can see there that it's like dripped through there and sealed it a little bit, where you can see where the white of the clay is showing through there. But the as they're in the go through the firing, the pots shrink a little bit, so it I guess there's a little bit of pressure on these, so it's hard to just pull them apart. You have to kind of pry them up. Get off my yarn. Yes, so we actually have those. So we have Kentucky shaped soaps that we do sell with them. And we sell the Kentucky dishes to the person who makes the soap. We actually found each other at this show a couple of years ago. In 19. No, it was in 19. Because one of their customers were also one of our customers, and they had one of our Kentucky soap dishes, and they're like, wait, I think this fits. Because I was calling them spoon rests. And they're like, no, this fits the soaps over here. Let me go show this to her. And then she came back with a Kentucky shaped soap, and she introduced the two of us. And so it's already got a cat hair on it. What else do I use for this? The bowl, that bowl needs Fruit Loops. It does. If a bowl ever needed something like that, that one does. Almost need something a bit thinner, but something a bit thinner is gonna be is gonna bend. Usually this works. I'm not even... That one worked. So it came apart. I think it chipped it too much. Yeah, there's parts coming off. Well, it actually didn't break apart as badly as I thought it would. It's but that is the raw clay there, so this one's no good. Kiba's gonna have a new water dish, but I may clean this one up and take it home with me, but I'm not gonna sell it. So that's it just touched a little bit, just a little bit. You can even see it there on the edge. But what's wrong with you? There's a little bit of glaze. Yeah, I see it on this side. It wasn't on that side. That's so odd. Maybe I didn't wipe it away enough as I thought I did. Chipped a little bit off the rim. Alright, I guess that one's not coming apart. Seeing if I have anything else. I have a chisel over here. a scraper. Where did it go? Well, let me see if it's over here. It's probably going to do the same thing. It's probably just going to break it. That's the biggest gap though, so I was trying to get it in there. This one ain't coming apart, is it? That's another way to do it. But this is fused together, so it's, I'm surprised the other one came apart so easy. Gonna quit. Like I can, if I get this thing apart, I can sand that down and redo it, but well, I've got a paperweight now. Seeing if there was another little gap or anything. I may mess with it some more. See if I can do anything. Nope. But oh well. So those last two butter keepers were not meant to be. But besides that, oh, let me go get your tankard. And then if you weren't here earlier to see some of our other new mugs, we did a bit of a show and tell. But Lost Viking, here is your 32-ounce tankard with this is the way on both sides. And then this is our one of our new designs that was also a custom request. It is Dolly's Cup of Ambition. And I really cannot, like I say this every time, but I can't believe I didn't think of that already myself. But it took somebody asking for it for me to realize and remember the song. But it's from like the opening line of 9 to 5. So we're going to have that at the shop in Nashville. And then we have 2 new cat things. This one is a quote from Mark Twain. It says, "If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve the man, but deteriorate the cat." I promise I can't read. But so I liked that one. And then this one says, "Women and cats will do as they please." I forget who said this one, but the rest of the quote is something like, "Men and dogs just have to deal with it." But those are 2 new cat things. And then I made this one, and we'll see how it does. Like I've made the Tennessee version, which is the Tennessee flag with a rainbow that we have at the shop, and it's done well there. So I'm going to see if any of my wholesale customers like the Kentucky rainbow. And so we did it in the denim blue because Kentucky, bluegrass state. But so I'm happy with how that one turned out. Because it was such a big open area, we put like the little lines between the colors so that it would stand out. And so all the colors wouldn't bleed together. Let me take a phone call. I'll be right back. All right, spam. But that's about it. We have, so we've got a lot of new things, and we've got a little bit of shipping to do tomorrow. Because I have your bourbon cups done too, so we're gonna ship all that together. Got to find a box big enough for that big Bertha bowl. So let's see who else is on today. Yeah, opening the kiln. And pretty soon you'll get a present to open. Seeing who else is on. The snapshot of our stream, like on when scrolling through Twitch right now, is me holding up your mug. Holding up the this is the way tankard. Let's see. Positively Crafty is on. See what they're working on. Beading. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit while I got some work done. I might get to do a bit more throwing between now and next week, and if I do that, I'll try to stream it, but we'll be doing a lot of packing up between now and then, so I'm not sure how many more streams I'll have before our next show, but I'll have a couple. So again, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see y'all later. Here we go. Let's say hello to Positively Crafty.